Hey guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am delighted to be joined by none other than Germaine Brown. We're here at Boxing Booth Gym in Mertham? How do you say it?
Mersham?
Mersham.
Merston.
Yeah.
Merston.
Mertham. Yeah, Friday morning, nice and early. How you doing, Germaine?
I'm doing great. I'm great. I'm good.
What have you got planned for this session? I've jumped in just before your session starts, but what have you got planned for today?
So today we're doing a little circuit session where it's like bags, box jumps, bit of pads in between as well. It's like loads of different things for like 12 rounds.
Okay, so it's like a boxing circuit.
Yeah. Like what's that, boxer size sort of thing,
Boxer
innit?
size,
Innit?
yeah. It's actually a really busy day down here because we've just seen lots of people that are getting ready to spar. This seems to be quite an up-and-coming gym in terms of the fact that I see a lot of faces popping down here. What do you make of that?
It's good. Like, it's a busy gym, and also like get a lot of other boxers coming in, so it's good to train around other professionals as well.
Do you feel like that gives you sort of a different insight into different boxing abilities?
What do you mean by that?
Like, for example, if you're training with lots of different people on the circuit and you see the way they train, you see their coaches come in, etc., do you kind of get a different flavour for them?
Yeah, of course. That's how I've always, because I've been like, I used to spar at different gyms, so you see how way other people train, so you can learn other things like from different people, different coaches.
I think it's really important in boxing so you don't kind of like stagnate.
Yeah.
Really, really happy to speak to you today because obviously the last time I spoke to you was just before the Zak Chelli fight, where you defended your English title and it was a British title eliminator. I saw you briefly after the fight. Obviously, you suffered your first defeat on that night. So let's run it back to the night itself. How did you feel after?
Obviously I was upset because obviously it's my first loss, but I don't know, it was just like my first loss, but I don't think I boxed as well as I could have. So obviously now we're just working on a few changes that need to be made and a few adjustments, and hopefully we'll box again before the end of the year and then get back on track.
Going back to what you said about not boxing as well as you could have, what do you think it was that, what aspects of your game do you feel like you weren't able to pull off and why?
I can't even explain it. It was just like there was a lot more that I could have done. I just didn't do it. It was just one of those like on the night. I just didn't do on the night, and then it's meant I got the loss. But it's nothing that I couldn't have done. That I could have. I know I could have beat him, but it just didn't happen on the night. So it's just one of them things.
Do you know what? I really, really agree with what you've just said because obviously I've seen a lot of your fights and I remember distinctly thinking on the night, you're not performing at your usual level.
Yeah.
Especially with like a style like Zak's because obviously he's trying to get on the inside, etc. And you're really good at kind of keeping people at range and then moving off. Do you feel like there's something in Zak's style that neutralised your performance?
Maybe you could say that, but he was just didn't really do. I think the fight wasn't even that great, to be honest. I don't think he performed his best either. I don't think we both could have done much more. Like, because I've seen Zak train and spar like as an amateur. I've seen him throughout the years in boxing. I think we both could have boxed better. It could have been a much better fight, but it is what it is.
Do you know what? I think you're totally right because I remember like before the fight itself, everyone was just hyping it up, being like, this could potentially be fight of the night, etc., etc. And I just don't feel like the fight caught fire.
Yeah. That's how I felt, and it just felt weird. Like, I think the first few rounds was good and that, and then after it's like where I should have stepped up, done more, it just didn't happen. So it's kind of just.
So in terms of like, obviously, you said it was your first loss. You've had lots of time to reflect. Like, how has that impacted you at all in terms of like your hunger, your psychology, your drive?
No, I'm still hungry, still the same. Nothing's changed at all.
Do you feel like you're more hungry or more like motivated to kind of go out and find that path again?
Yeah, I was motivated for that fight. I'm still gonna. It's like nothing's changed. Just like on the night, I just had a bad night. I reckon. Like that's what it was.
So this it's pretty cool that you're able to just like take it in your stride and just move forward.
It's not gonna like hasn't put me down in dumps and stuff like that. It's just like I took a loss. Be back.
So in terms of this fight at the end of the year, do you know, like, is it going to be kind of like a tune-up fight? What's the deal around it?
I'm not too sure. It's just whatever ad and boxer sort out for me. So we're just waiting on that to see what opponent or when I can box, and then just go for it.
In terms of like other people in your division, is there anyone that you've got your sights set on? Is it a situation where you want a rematch with Zak Chelli?
Possibly, yeah. If they say they get a rematch, then yeah. But still keep pushing on, try box for a British title. I think that's still the same main goal.
So, obviously, we had a really big fight just take place. You know, AJUsyk rematch.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you make of AJ's performance?
Good performance. I think he obviously could have done a lot more. I think. Can I say?
What did you make of his reaction after the fight itself? You know, obviously he got a lot of critique for it, and then he also got a lot of support. You know, people being like, "Well, he's just human," etc. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I think because obviously like he reacted like he was angry, like aggressive and that, but it's because he took a loss against someone that he just lost to, like a year ago, innit? And he feel like he's put his all in and then he's lost again. So it's like it's emotional. Like boxing gets emotional, so I can kind of understand it, but obviously as a professional, you need to realise that you can't do that.
I mean, personally, like I feel like there's just no shame in that loss against Usyk. Like he's arguably pound for pound in the pound for pound list. You know, pound for pound number one, in my opinion. So I don't feel like there's any shame in that loss. Do you feel that Fraser Clarke's comments about how his team could have saved him from himself were fair?
Oh, what team should have stepped in?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he's emotional, innit? Like I don't know. I don't even know where the team was. I think the team just stepped back and let him do his own thing, innit? He just got into his like he was emotional, like just lost. You know, he's saying, "Oh, it's to Usyk, but he's the best, whatever." But he wants to be the best. He wants to be number one. Like everyone wants to be the top guy. So when you lose, it's not like an easy thing to just take.
Yeah.
So.
Which I think was obvious in the press conference, where he obviously like had time to settle down from the angry state, and like he was obviously visibly upset.
Yeah, of course. Because when you get interviewed straight, like you have to speak straight away after having a fight, after taking a loss. It's not easy, man. So obviously, a lot of emotions going on at the moment, and then you got to speak to a crowd of people. So you end up saying things that you don't mean to say, or stuff like that.
So showing a side of you that's quite vulnerable. Maybe that's not what you want to show. So kind of moving on to like fights that are coming up. You know, we've got Canelo Bivol, the trilogy fight. Are you excited for it?
You said Canelo Bivol, you said it wrong.
Oh, sorry. It is early. I have only had one coffee today. Canelo Triple G, the trilogy fight.
When's that? September what? 17th?
Something like that.
Yeah, who's on the undercard?
Honestly, wrong person to ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm not as excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. I will watch it, but I'm not excited.
What do you make of? Sorry, the mic didn't know where it was going. What do you make of? Do you feel like Triple G is like over the hill a little bit, and it's going to be an easy win for Canelo?
Nah, I don't think it'll be an easy win. I think Canelo wins, but I don't think it's gonna be easy still.
Do you feel that Canelo's first loss would have impacted his psychology?
Ooh, maybe. We'll see, innit?
Ooh, maybe. We will see.
Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe. We'll see.
And lastly, you know, we've got the all-female boxing card next week. in London with Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields headlining. Are you going to be there?
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Not supporting the females on the boxer show.
No. Are you going to be there?
Of course I'm going to be there.
Oh, you should have said. I would have come, but I don't know.
Oh, that's so nice, Germaine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins?
I'm going to go with Clarissa Shields.
Why?
I think the work rate is going to get her to win on points.
Okay, yeah, I hear that. Obviously, it's really monumental for like female boxing because it's, the first UK all-female cards. Do you have any thoughts about women in boxing, the way that it's on the rise?
It's good. Like, I think boxers are doing a good thing, like pushing out a lot of female boxers to have an all-female boxing show. It's the first one ever, isn't it?
Yeah, in the UK.
Oh, in the UK. Okay, so that's good. Yeah. So hopefully, if this one obviously will go well, like big fights on the card, and then hopefully it'll be more female, and they're pushing a lot of female boxers, so it's good.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see you there.
And I'll be there.
Germaine, such a pleasure to see you. You know what I'm going to say in my little tagline?
Oh, I forgot it. What's
You know it. Something about time. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you for your time. That is? That what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your time. Wow.
Appreciate it.